How do I use Changelly to quickly transfer STEEM to any other cryptocurrency? This works for STEEM-backed dollars also. And you can do this without STEEM. It's got Bitcoin, it's got US dollars, although it says credit cards are accepted. I haven't tried that yet. What I mainly do, I take the STEEM dollars I earn and then change them into something else. So what I'm going to do is just change STEEM to STEEM-backed dollars, actually STEEM-backed dollars to STEEM in this to Changelly and see what it'll give me for the STEEM J prize I'm about to pay out. So I'll hit exchange. Now what it does, it gives me an estimated arrival and it gives me the total amount of time. So it tells me STEEM address. So I need to put in my exact STEEM address. Now the easiest way to not mess this up is just to copy and paste it. That way I don't accidentally send it to someone else. So I don't need to do the memo. I'll remove the memo. I don't need a memo for this transaction. So I'll just send it to my STEEM address. Now if you're doing this with something else like Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, then you'll just put, it'll give you what you need to put in for that. Then I hit next on here. And then if my wallet doesn't require a memo now, if you're sending to Bitrex or Poloniex or something doing this, you do need to put a memo in there. Now, if you're just sending it to your own Steem account, you do not need to put a memo in there. Now, what I've got is an order field, essentially. I've got the balance and I've got the estimated amount. So it can actually give me more or less than what it's saying on here. So I'll hit confirm and make payment. Now what I need to do is send the exact amount over here. So in this, I do need to make sure to put the memo in because this is automated. So I copy and paste the Changelly over here in the transfer option on Steem it. If you're withdrawing from another exchange, it works the same way. And I do need to put the memo in here because that's how they know I sent it. Now, what I have to do once I've sent this is I'm going to have to put in my password. So since I know I have to do that ahead of time, I'm going to submit. Now for Steem, I actually do not use my password. I use my active key for this transaction because in using my active key, then I am not risking my entire account essentially. Now, if you got my active key, you could clean out my liquid Steem. So if I go over here, I just signed through and completed the transaction. If you got a hold of my active key, you could clean out my active Steem and start a power down, but you would not be able to clean my entire account out unless I wasn't paying attention, before I used the owner password, the master key to change the active keys, and then you couldn't do anything after that. So on Steem, I highly recommend use the active key and the posting key for transactions. I just did that. And if I go ahead and reload the page right here, then what you can see is I sent the money over to Changelly here. So I've got the money sent to Changelly, and now what I can do is it will tell me when I've got the transaction. What I'm going to do is I'll do this in real time for you because usually it goes pretty fast. So this way you can see the exact amount of time it takes. Now, depending on your currency, it may take longer or shorter. I can also go to the Changelly wallet and verify they got the transaction. So if it loads the history up below, you'll see 1 minute ago, it got the Steem-backed dollars from Jerry Banfield. So I've got confirmation on Steem it that Changelly has the address. So it will go right to this next page when it's processed a transaction on its end. So if it takes a minute, there's no need to panic right away. I've already tried this on a smaller amount. In other words, I just sent $300 and something, $360 or so worth of currency to Changelly. I feel good about this because I've already sent another transaction with Changelly before. I recommend, if it's your very first time using it, to minimize anxiety, to send a smaller amount of the transaction. That way it's not nerve-wracking. Whereas if you send something that's a lot the first time, you might have a lot of anxiety. And it depends on the exact currency as well, so check how the currency's working. Now, what it did while I was talking, it moved over from sending to exchanging. So right now, STEEM is so fast, it's faster than any of the other currencies I've used. This goes about as fast as possible with STEEM. Now, if you use something else that takes a bunch of confirmations, it could take a lot longer than STEEM. This is why I use and love STEEM. It goes so fast. Now, how cool is this? I think it's really cool they have an affiliate program that gives a 50% commission, because I've been sending a bunch of referrals to a bunch of other websites like Bitrex, Poloniex, block trades that I use that don't have any referral program, and this one actually does. So this is motivating me to actually use it as well. What you're seeing is a real-time exchange. All of this straight through so you can see the actual time it takes, how fast this is. Now, it estimates the STEEM, so this may not be the actual amount I get, but it'll be pretty close. Right now, it also appears to actually exchange it instead of just some other systems use a predicted exchange rate and just have the money on hand. But this one appears to actually, I don't know if it goes and makes the buy order or what it does or how it's set up, but it goes really fast. Not as fast as some others, like Shapeshift goes a little faster, but then at the same time, I believe the fee is a bit higher as well. This is one of the lowest fees I've seen. So if I click on the details, it pulls out even more details over here. You can see the address over here. You can see the amount sent in. You can see the address it'll put out over here. So if you want the extra details, it's got that. I don't really need that. Over on the exchange, it's exchanging at the best rate. Now, the nice thing is STEEM is so fast, it could actually hit my wallet before the Changelly interface is done. So I could even get the amount of STEEM back in my wallet before it even tells me it's done over here. That's how fast the STEEM blockchain is. Because there we go. All right, the exchange just completed. The whole video is 9 minutes so far. I sent 5 minutes ago. We're looking very fast transaction. You can do this with Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, a bunch of other currencies it's got on there. And I'm honored if you actually make an account through my affiliate link. I think that's so cool. So the last thing, well, of course you do. You get to make money off of it. Well, the more I have, the more I can give. That's a simple system. So now it's sending to my wallet. So if I reload here, STEEM is so fast. Look at, actually, I got the STEEM in my wallet before it even finished and realized it sent me the STEEM. So actually 57 seconds ago, I got the STEEM. So you can see this transaction only actually took 4 or so minutes, although it probably felt like an eternity because I talked so much. So the whole transaction's complete now. I got 223 STEEM out of it. You can see the exchange rate I got was I like how transparent Changelly is. It shows me exactly. Some websites don't, they're a little, they don't show you exactly what you paid in the fee. They take a big fee and they don't tell you that. So you can see exactly the exchange rate and what I paid here. The exchange rate, this is where a lot of websites just make their money by giving you a lower exchange rate. Changelly is based on, they try and give you the very best exchange rate and then they show their fee. So I paid 1 STEEM fee and I got 223 STEEM today, and I've got that in my account now. I'm very grateful for that. Then I've got a system. I put in all the STEEM that I received into my spreadsheet, and then I'm able to pay taxes on having received that today. How exciting. So thank you very much for going through this tutorial with me. I hope this is helpful for you if you want to quickly exchange anything in almost real time at one of the best exchange rates through Changelly. This is one of the main things I'm using now because it's so fast and because the exchange rate is transparent and because they've got an awesome affiliate program. I appreciate you watching this. I love you. You're awesome, and I hope to see you again soon.